Okay, as you can see, I dispense with having to muck underneath the intake manifold to fiddle with this thing, to clean it. I've taken the intake manifold out, and I've taken out the throttle body and that pipe with it, all in one piece. And if you look at the top of my video here, I can show you how I've done that. And I think it's the best way to get at a lot of stuff underneath. I mean, a lot of people will just disconnect this here and try and work on this throttle body from underneath the manifold. I like to take stuff out and get it easier to get at, so it's not that big a deal to take out the intake manifold once you get used to it, once you've done it a few times. So anyway, make a long story short, I am going to clean this throttle body. Okay, I don't know if that comes. I'm going to clean out the inside of these as well. They're kind of oily, and look at that. Not too bad. These are 10mm. You notice I've left the electrical connector on. Don't try and disconnect it from the throttle body. Just disconnect it down at the plug. You don't want to break it here. Okay, I got those loose. I always like to mark stuff for the orientation in which it came out. Just put a little scratch there, a little scratch on the manifold. It's pretty hard to mess it up, but it's nice to know exactly which way it was. Okay, so off that comes. We'll save aside our bolts. Yeah, it can use a cleaning. Not too bad, actually. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah. Anyway, that's a start on that. Now, this guy. Okay, let's get some throttle body cleaner and some rags and maybe a toothbrush, and we'll clean this out. Somebody used some type of a sealant or adhesive on this. They must have reused this gasket at one point, because that's not normally on there. It looks like, I don't know what that would be, silicone or something maybe. Yeah, anyway, I have a new one of these coming. Yeah, it looks like silicone. And I've got some throttle body cleaner. Okay, don't use anything else. And I've got a pan here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here. I'm not going to immerse it. I'm not going to, fill it up, but I'm just going to spray it, so the overspray goes into here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it this way so that this rod is horizontal while I'm cleaning it. I'm not going to put it this way or that way, because I don't want this stuff to go down the shaft, into this component here any more than it has to. Okay, so I'm going to hold it this way, hold it horizontal. Got a couple of old toothbrushes here I'm going to use. And because this stuff is, quite volatile and it stinks, I've chosen to wear an organic vapor respirator. This happens to be a full face. It protects your eyes, and it's got OV cartridges, organic vapor. So this is what you would use for painting, anything like that. You don't want to smell it, and you don't want to have that stuff come in your lungs. So I am going to protect my lungs and my hands while I do this. The other thing I'm going to do, as you can see, there's some residue and stuff down inside this pipe. So there's two sensors in here. So I got one out already, and this one here, I'm going to take that out and separate it, keep that aside, and then I can use that same spray to clean out this pipe.
side of it too. Got the sensors out of it. Just gonna do a little cleanup on the manifold here while I've got it out.
Okay, so I got this cleaned out. I didn't get all the staining off of the butterfly, but I got a lot of it cleaned off and all the dirt's out of there. Just you got to be really careful not to force this. You know, you can move it, open it a little bit to clean it like that, but don't slam it shut. Just let it go easy. Anyway, just about to put the throttle body back on the intake manifold. That's the number there, 61370, Velcro number. And they're 10mm bolts. Okay, new gasket on there. And this goes on the bottom of the intake manifold with this sticker facing out. Okay, so it just goes like this, right here. That surface is clean. Let's see if we can get our bolts fed through there. There's one. I'm just going to put a little drop of Loctite on these bolts, just a drop on each of them. The other two. Go. There, that's good. Very good.